Good morning, everybody. Hello, I am Joshua Bleasy. I am the Unknown Prophet. Let me turn on my side and introduce myself. Hi, everybody. I am the Unknown Prophet. My name is Joshua Bleasy. I do daily tarot readings between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. Central Standard Time every day except the weekends. And this Friday, guys, I have a doctor's appointment, so I won't be here Friday. So I'm taking my vacation one day earlier than expected because I forgot I had a doctor's appointment on Friday. So Thursday, tomorrow, will be my last day before I go on my week-long vacation. So I will not be back until the 15th, guys. So just so you know, from the end of this week till from the end of this week till the 15th, I will be back on the 15th, just to let you guys know what's going on here with me as well. And I use my homemade deck, the 5 Paths Tarot, to divine the best possible path for you. I'd like to welcome in Baby. I'd like to welcome in Crypto. I'd like to welcome in, hey, Sergeant, how you doing, buddy? All right, welcome on in. Hey, guys, we're all ready to do rock and roll with readings today. Oof. Like I said, I got my motor running today. I was kind of like, I gotta get back. And then my wife wanted to come with me this morning. We were getting a couple of things she needed as well. Some incidentals she really needed for herself. And, and sometimes I don't know exactly what to buy or how to buy it and stuff like that. So she went along with me today. So it took just a tiny bit longer because we were both trying to make sure we, didn't get the same things and stuff like that. So but good morning, everybody. Hey, Crypto, why don't you start with your numbers there and throw me your question if you have one today, and just let me know you guys are here and ready to rock and roll. Anyway, guys, like I said, things have been going really, really positive for me lately, and things have been keep going more positive. Today, I've got that really giggly feeling in my stomach again. I don't know what this means. But I know something is coming. I just don't know what it is. It's just I've got this really weird giggly feeling in my mouth, like in my belly. And when I normally get this kind of a feeling in my belly, it's usually a good thing. It's kind of like, oh, something good is coming. I'm getting all excited. My stomach is starting to get all, like you were meeting a girl for the first time, kind of a deal. So anyway, you want to know who is thinking of you? Okay, that was not your question. Okay, repost your question. All right, what's coming for you this week? That's the true question. You got it. Here are your 10 official shuffles, Crypto. You are the first one to get my reading deck for today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me count. 4, 5, 6. 6 God cards. That was 5. 5. All right. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you have a 6 God card message today, Crypto. So here we go with your 4th card. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th card. Let's see what we got going on this week for you. Okay, so... So for what would be a week's time from today, then this is what this is going to be about, okay? So it's not like till the weekend or anything like this. This is from like a week from today kind of a deal for you. So, Crypto, I know that you've been working on this a little bit and working on getting ready to kind of essentially blow your top or come out of your shell or come out and say, here's who I am, accept me or don't accept me. I've got to start making my world the way I want to make my world and not be so concerned with hurting everybody's feelings and how everybody else is feeling. How does this make me feel? Does this make me feel more powerful? Does this make my road easier? Does this make my life easier? And that's it seems like a selfish thing to do right now, but it's not. It's needed because it is your time to be a little bit selfish, and that's okay. It's time for you to use what you've been given up to this point to decide whether or not you're ready to finally just say, enough's enough. I can't take it anymore. I've got to let all of you crazy people who aren't being positive in my life go away. All these people who are giving me these negative comments, I'm shutting my ears to you. You know what? If you don't like the way I look, smell, taste, I don't care what it is about me. If you can't love me for the whole me, the true me, the real me, then I don't want you in my life anymore. It's time to clear the fucking road. It's time to pave a new path. And it's all determined on whether or not you are quite ready for this moment yet, or you are kind of building up to this moment. Well, I know it's a lot of people to cut off, but ask yourself, what's the benefit of keeping those people? You want to keep them when you're starting your new positive journey, them keep coming at you with all this negative crap? Or do you want to finally be free? And I think I know the answer to that because I see one of the cards in your deck that tells me that this is going to happen whether you want it to or not. So if you don't take this time to do it, the world and the universe is going to do it to you, for you. Okay? I'm just warning you. Because what they are trying to do right now, they are giving you a choice. They are giving you a choice. You have a destiny that can go one of two ways, okay? You can either go down where you're in that deep depressive kind of a life and you never seem to get out of it. You're always struggling. You're always trying to do that kind of a thing. Seems like you're about to cross what I call a destiny line. And when you start getting close to that, you start getting this choice. Do you want to take a more positive route or B, a more negative route? Now that can change somewhere in the future, but you're making a choice at that moment of which way you want your life to start to work. This part of what your journey will be. Now, I don't know how much learning you feel you need to do, but I think you've looked in the dark long enough. I think what you have to start to realize is if you have to do it for yourself too. You can't say that negative stuff to yourself as well. You can't beat up on yourself about what you've done wrong today. You can't be worried about what everybody else has said. You can't be worried about everything else that's going on with everybody else's problems, worries, concerns, unless it's a direct influx in your life, like your husband, your child, or your mom or your dad, or someone who's into your very deep circle. I mean, the deepest circle that you have. Those are the people you want to keep. You want to keep the people who want to be positive to you. You want to keep those people who are going to keep you motivated to do those good things. You have a choice. Do you want to look into the unknown and swim into the dark abyss, not knowing where you will come out? Or do you want to swim into the light and start to see where you're going and how you're going to start moving into that direction? So, this is the week that choice is going to be presented to you. Whether or not, I don't know what you'll choose, because that's a free will game time kind of a choice. But I believe whatever choice you make will help you eventually become free of the situation that you are currently in. One way or the other, I think by the end of the week, or by the end of a week and a half, more likely about around a week and a half, you're going to start to be presented with that choice. Either you're going to have to be remaining in the cage you've always been in and saying, this is where I want to live my life for a while, or you can choose to walk out of that cage, lock that cage, and never go back in that cage, so you can start to walk a free will. Yeah, you were the first one to redeem it. Good for you. Ha ha. But you get the idea, right? You're moving from one place to another. They want you to re-embrace your freedom of choice. They want you to re-embrace your own path. You get to decide what way you want this to go. So, how do you use your freedom? How do you use the choice that's being presented to you? How do you do that in the future? That's what's all kind of coming for you in this future. You're next. Don't worry, Sergeant. I'm going to get to you. If you're in line, I'm going to get to you. Don't panic. Speaking of which, I got to open up that door. And the thing they're trying to get you to do here, crypto, the reason you are going through everything right now is because they're trying not to make you freeze in place again. Hey, we got a 3-stream walk streak by Sandy Polly. Woohoo, thank you very much for that walk streak. I really appreciate it. But you know what? It's all about you deciding whether or not you're going to walk on the soft, broken glass that's puddle deep, okay? It's not like you're going down to the bottoms of the depths of hell here, okay? We're asking you to take light little steps. We're asking you to conquer some of these light little fears, to try to start doing something more positive with your life. The things you desperately want to be free of. Well, if you keep listening to the cracks on the ice and don't keep your ass moving, you're gonna get stuck again. So you have a choice. Do you want to get stuck again and have to go through this all over again? Or do you want to learn the lesson, start looking at what positive and light choices you do have, and start to understand that freedom that you have that is coming for you is a precious gift that if you waste it, you waste it. That's your general reading, by the way. Then the gods have words for you too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have a 6 God card message for you today, crypto. I gotta fix this again. Damn it. Come on. Up, down, backwards, forward. Not that. Forward. Ah, God damn it. Okay, I will open it as soon as I fix my stupid camera. I know you guys can't take me anywhere. It's like I move this thing and it doesn't want to cooperate. Every time I hit the desk, it moves on me sometimes. There we go. We got it back to normal. Hey, baby. How you doing? Oh, wait. We're going to open them up for you, okay? Couldn't have said it better. I couldn't have said it better. It's the GOAT. Hoot hoot. Hey, everybody. Welcome Dim to my chat. He's an awesome gaming streamer. I believe he's going to be #1 someday. I truly believe that. And I hope that his gameplay has gotten better. And we all wish him the great, wonderful blessings that he needs to be here today. Welcome on in, my brother. All right, now. So, it's time to stop navigating the seas as if you are swimming around every obstacle. You know, you're swimming around every obstacle rather than swimming through the obstacles. Stop being so stubborn and in your own ways and in your own old bad habits in your own mind where you're dealing with death or you're dealing with the problem or you're dealing with the depression. And all you do is swim around the problem rather than dealing with the actual problem. You know, and it's been a safety mechanism and way to save you from some of the hurt in life, but it's also saving you from doing some of the growth you need to do in life. And as you are beginning to understand that there will be someone who can help you with this journey, because you have my Whales Joy cord, which usually means your one true love or someone that you love will help you with this and overcome this. It's usually a female that's that you would believe in as your best friend or someone you could honestly talk to, like a spouse, like someone who would understand your journey, not someone who you grew up with, but someone who would be able to share your journey with. You know, so usually it's a best friend or a soulmate, or maybe it's the person that's coming for you too. You know, that might be somewhere in the future. But what they're trying to tell you here is, yeah, we need you to start to breach that surface floor and come up for that air and breath of life again. We need you to find the joy again by up in here. I'm alive. I'm here. I'm ready. I've got this opportunity. Everything that's going on for me right now, this is what I should be feeling inside. This is the power I should be feeling inside. All this confidence, all this self-assurance, all this stuff that I believe I'm free. Everything that we talked about in the last couple streams. Excuse me. And the home card pops out because you're not that far away from completing what you would consider home within yourself. It's up to you whether or not you can accept yourself for who you are or not. Either you can accept your home as it is and work on that home, or you have to understand that it's time to sell that home and move out of the home that you are in so that you can move into a brand new place, a brand new beginning, a brand new start. You use these words a lot, and it doesn't mean going back to the bottom of where you were when you were the most miserable person in the universe. It's where you say, I want to set my clear foundation down. This is what I want to put in my path, yada, yada, yada. Right. Well, then it's up to you to decide whether or not it's that time or not, because maybe that's what you need to do in order to get that fresh breath of air. You know what I'm saying? They need you to take whatever happy you are getting. I mean, whatever joy that you are getting right now, I don't care if it's a smile from somebody, I don't care if it's a laugh that makes you think of something good in the world, I don't care if it's yourself, I don't care if it's a silly cartoon, I don't care if it's the world's best comic, I don't care if it's Fluffy himself, okay? Whatever way you are starting to use your happy, you have to start to use that happy to temper your soul into the shape you want it to be. So as you are taking that soul out and saying, this is how I feel good about myself. Now, what do I want to shape myself into being? Do I need to be someone who has to be the protector of everybody, like a sword? Do I have to be a shield that protects myself from everybody else? Do I have to be like a cup that I have to understand I have to fill and empty whenever I need that nourishment back in my body again? Or do I need to be like a fan that controls the ebbs and flows of my life? Now, you can create any tool that you want. Those are just metaphysical suggestions for you, and you can create all of them if you want. It's up to you. You find the joy in your life, just like your last card said. finding the joy to temper your soul. That's how you start to do that. And last but not least, the final message that you have for you is it's time to stop being at war with yourself. It's time to bring both sides of yourself together as one. It's time for you to say, hey, other me, I don't care what you've done to me in the past. I love you. And coming to that honest to good, I'm stopping to be at war with myself. That thought. I will no longer be at war with myself. And I want you to create a peace treaty between you and the self you want to be. So, we're going to work out the kinks. What am I going to expect in this new life? What am I going to get out of this new life? What am I not going to accept? What am I not going to do? All of those things that you feel that you need to set down on a piece of paper to contract with yourself that you will be someone different in a year and a day if you want to. You have to learn how to bring both sides of yourself together like a symphony, like one note without what if Mozart doesn't add that second note, we don't get the do-do-do. You know, that sound where you instantly recognize Beethoven's melody or something. Okay? Now that's more than two notes there. But without all of those notes, you don't understand what the song is going to be. And it's time to find that place within yourself where you can walk in both worlds at the same time. Yeah, you might have to walk in that world for 1 or 2 steps, but you got to come back to a place where you meet that gray in between, where you don't have to worry about light or dark. You're going to make good, you're going to make bad choices, but you're always going to come back to that center where you know that you are going to walk what you call the gray in between. I have a different idea of what that means to me, but it's about you bringing both sides of your sides together, honoring that contract, and then honoring that destiny that you want to create, because this is your manifest your own destiny card. If you are wanting to do something with your life, if there's something more positive that you really want to do, April 8th is the most positive day that you can start to make a prayer, okay? April 8th, I want you to have a prayer. I want you to have this contract done by the 8th, and I want you to sign it by the 8th, and I want you to give yourself a time limit too. So whatever you need to do, that's what I feel that will help you. Whether or not you take my advice or not is up to you, but it's all going to be about bringing that symphony together. So as you can see, we've got jump for joy, get that fresh breath of air, get out of that home as soon as you can get out of the home. If you can't get out of the actual home, then find the home within yourself first. Then let that be the home you live in, and that's just the place you live, okay? Then once you are finding the happy every day yet again, and you are starting to gather it up like little coals, and you're going to start to add it to your sword, shield, whatever you're going to be building yourself to be, well, then you're going to add that to your armor. You're going to add that to your soul. You're going to add that to your very essence and being. That way, you do bring both sides of yourself together. You do stop being at war with yourself. You do start walking a gray in between, and you start to define a destiny that you said you wanted. Not what they wanted. This is your choice, your destiny. You get to decide how to live it. No one, not even them, can tell you how to live your free will down here. All I can do is hit the TV screen and go, are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? Okay? And that is your God-like message. Whoa, what a big one for you. Feel like you got spanked a little. And I think you understand what they're saying to you. So, with that, and I don't have any extra messages for you today on that. They basically said that was everything we could tell you. So that's kind of what's coming for you this week, and I think that kind of answers your other question in a little way too. So I think I kind of answered both questions honestly when you asked them first. I want to know who's thinking of you. Well, right now, your higher power's thinking of you. Okay? Just want to point that out. Okay? Your higher power and your guides are paying attention because they want to help you. They want you to live the best life you can. They want you to keep living a more positive journey. They want you to live your dreams, to attain your goals, to find purpose and meaning in this life. That's all they want. All they want is just like what your parents would want for you. Hey, Sergeant, how have you been? Long time no see. As I like to say, if you haven't been here for a while and need to be reminded of what my little numbers are all about, you can have a love reading. Would you like to give me your numbers? Long story short, I like Italian women. Well, okay, we know what kind of women you like. Maybe that's the woman you are meant to be with. Maybe that's not. Maybe that's what's keeping you from finding the woman of your dreams. How have I been? Um, Ecstatically good and happy this last year. I can't even tell you how many good things have happened this year since the first of the year. I cannot tell you how many good things have come our way. So that's just about how much of the abundance I've been getting lately, okay? Good enough to get a brand new, fresh setup for my stream. Good enough to get my house repaired in so many places. Good enough to get my life back on track and my wife's back on track financially, spiritually, physically. We're getting all of the balls are rolling for us. The physical, the mental, and the spiritual. When you can juggle these balls correctly, life becomes so fucking easy. It's not like you're trying sometimes. Uh, so FYI advice that follow what you want to do and live your dreams, and maybe you will live the happy life you want to live instead of living up to everybody else's expectations. All right, let's get to it there, Sergeant. Sanctuary. I'm not saying the other word. You sanctuary fucker. Did I say that? Oh wait. All right, my brother. Here is your serious 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4. No God cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, and the 34th card is... Okay, what was that about? Okay. Sergeant, we are looking for love. But we're looking for a certain kind of love, right? You want an Italian woman, right? And that's the only woman that will ever meet your needs? Are we open for interpretation? Are we open for something crazy, wonderful that you may never expect to fall in love with? Okay, so we're not ready for that yet. We want what we want, right? Oh, that's all. I just want to make sure. Okay, well, a certain Italian woman might be the thing that you are dreaming of, okay? I'm just telling you right now that whatever you're doing with this person right now, you are kind of building up a barrier between you. You're kind of worried about being hurt again, another way, the worst way that you are going right now. What I'm feeling from your card, and the reason I was asking all of those questions was because I'm hearing like a very familiar song, and I want to tell you that story in a little bit here, but I got to get there first. So the ice card is all about putting up that kind of a barrier when we start to feel like we're vulnerable and we're starting to share a little bit more. We kind of put up this little bit of an ice block around us. Now it can be a really thin block or a really thick block depending on how much protection we feel we need from the world. You know? And we sit in here and we freeze to death because we aren't able to pick our way out of the ice, right? And they're saying that whatever you're doing right now, you're kind of blocking yourself away from the happiness that you seek. You're looking for one specific woman, one specific Italian woman, one specific person. So the real question is, does this woman really like me? Not what, what love is coming for you, in your future, right? A love reading. Long story short, I like Italian women. Well, okay, the universe will take your request, but it's your personal choice. No one can tell you who to fall in love with, not even me. So if you find an Italian woman with all the attributes that match what you want in a woman, I bless you and I hope you wish you well. I'm just saying that right now, it seems like you're kind of blocking yourself from other or a different kind of happiness that maybe you aren't seeing past something right now that you need to see. And maybe it's time to start to chip away at some of those defenses to really get the big picture before. And maybe it's just you being afraid of asking this person out or going after her and seeing if she would like to be with you or not. Because I think it's going to be based on something like that. If you're ready and you feel like you're assured and you're ready, this is the moment, this is the woman, that it's time to start the other part of the journey. We need to ask them out. We need to go on a couple of dates. We need to find out more about them. It's time to pull up the big boy pants and go ask the woman out. You know? And if it's foreign woman, I don't care what kind of woman it is. I don't care what shape, size, color, anything you want in a woman. That's not up to me to decide. That's a personal choice. I'm not going to tell you how to live. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about you've reached a stage of maturity in your journey. Just be okay with who you are right now. You're just finding someone to share your journey with. Are you trying to find this person because you think they will complete your journey? Or are you trying to obtain this person to obtain them? Because I don't think you have the full picture here. I don't think you have all of the facts. I don't think you have everything figured out as well as you think you have it figured out. You know? Hey, there's a lot of foreign women in my chat who would love a great man right now. I wonder if you should talk to one of these women who would absolutely love that. You know? But hey, I understand that you are weaving a certain kind of tapestry and you want it to look a certain way. Never ever let anyone stop you from following your dreams or what your picture looks like. Because you're the one who designs what that future looks like. Every time you make a choice, every time you make a decision, you're working on making this picture whole. And if she is the last string in that tapestry, then so be it. Then go complete that journey and try to think. I get you. And that's important to pay a close attention to the signs. A vision. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm saying. Believe in that vision. Look for that person. Now you have to match the soul to the thing you saw in a dream. That's the part that most people don't get. I had a dream. I had a dream about my one true love. This is why I felt like it would relate to you, okay? You got my mom's card for a reason, because there is something else I need to tell you today, too, as well. But, because, okay, let me get to the... Do you want my long story? I'll try to make it short. I'm waiting for a yes, no, maybe, kind of, sort of here. And I'm really asking, if you would rather me just keep going and telling you what's coming for you, I believe that she is. I don't know if she's the one, but I believe she's the one who gets you. Yeah, go ahead, I'm easy. Okay. So, basically, my mom's card. I was in love with a woman who could not love me back in return. I mean, absolutely would never ever love me. I changed the way I looked. I changed the way I smelled. I changed the way I did everything in my life to please this woman. Because I believed she matched the dream I had when I was 8 years old. I found the woman I thought was the woman of my dreams, but she was everything I didn't want in a relationship. Every last thing I didn't want in a relationship. But I suffered for 7 years in that relationship because my eyes were so glossed over by those rose-colored glasses and I couldn't see any of the other stuff. All I could see was I wanted her. And all I wanted was her. I was ready to do spells to make her fall in love with me. That's how crazy I almost got with this shit. Okay? But because I'm a man of valor, because I'm a man of strength, and I believe that true love is the only love that we can have in this world, I didn't take that action. Now, the only reason I'm telling you this story is because I think it may relate just a tiny bit. You might like her. She may look at you and go, no, you're not good enough for me. That's all I want to warn you of. So prepare for some rejection. If you do get that rejection, I kind of want to give you that soft blow now because I'm feeling that you may be able to ask. You may go on a date or two. You may end up being friends. But I think that's about all. The farther it will go until something major changes in both of your lives. Now finish the other thing I need to tell you, okay? So the gardenia rose is one of the most resilient flowers in nature. And one of the reasons I believe you're going through what you are going through, right? Yeah, rejection is a problem. And that's basically what the universe is trying to teach you, how to handle true rejection when it is important to your actual life. You're not trying to fix yourself with a person anymore. You're just trying to share your journey with someone. And that's protection, yes. So that's kind of like your safety gear going, oh, wait, no, this may not be the right energy for me. So you're willing to accept whatever answer. That makes me feel a lot better. Because the gardenia rose does something very unique in nature. It can grow in the light, it can grow in the dark, but it's also a very symbiotic plant. It grows through all the other plants, just like a vine does, like a grapevine or any other vine kind of like plant. But where vines of grapes only send out their nutrition, the gardenia rose takes some back. So it does an equal balance of give and take and give and take. You know the story, right? If you give it too much, you die. If you don't give enough, they die. You know what I'm saying? So it's finding that little balance that you need to start to find. And my mom um always told me to follow my heart. And somewhere deep in my heart, it was telling me she was wrong. But because I thought I was following what a dream told me to do, I spent 7 years of the most miserable years of my life loving someone who could never love me back in return. Now, she and I aren't friends anymore, and we aren't even associated with one another anymore, and we wouldn't be friends now even if we could be friends. She has a very opposing um, she's just different now, okay? I'm not going to go into what she had and what she didn't have because that's not my business to tell. But there were three things that my mom had to tell me before I could actually hear this message, and these are the three things she told me. So I'm going to tell you softly because I don't think you need to yell at you, okay? Unless you want me to yell at you like a little boy. Yeah, right. And sometimes those opposing kind of conflicting things um may be part of the reason you can't work. Haha, go for it if you want. Okay, I'm gonna yell at you like a little boy. Okay, ready? So I want you to pay attention because sometimes people really need me to do it this way. So this is for you and only you. This isn't compared to her or anything else. This is you and what you need to work on. Number one, Mr. Savage, I know you do this already, but you need to start to own up to this power. You have the power, the ultimate power. You get to decide your own damn destiny. And if you believe in yourself and believe in what you're capable of, I don't care what woman you want or attracted to, if you really want it, you can probably find a way to do it. However, comma space, be careful what you wish for, you will get it. So be careful of your power because you may be stronger than you think. Number two, you are loved by more people than just this one woman. You do not need this woman to fill your love up. You will be loved. You are loved. I love you. A couple of people you don't even know love you because you are a human being, because you are living and breathing the fresh breathe air for no other reason than just you being you. There are people out there like me who just love everybody because of they are who they are, even the ugly parts, right? So, yes, I have a review for them. It's on my Discord channel if you want. But you know what? You are loved. And number three, the thing you really need to hear, slappy, 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 bangy, 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 it's time to carve your own goddamn destiny already. Stop waiting for everyone to tell you how to do it already and go fucking do it. And that was the three pieces of advice I had to hear before I woke up and realized just how stupid I was being. And if you can walk into the relationship with that kind of confidence in your heart, if you can walk into that relationship with an open mind, open everything, you are not going to hide a damn thing. You are going to tell her everything. You are going to strip every last piece of completely vulnerable stuff. You are going to allow her into your life so openly. And if it doesn't seem like it's a hard fought fight, if it doesn't seem hard, if it becomes so easy you can't believe it, then you better stop and recognize that she probably is your goddamn one true love, and you better fucking pay attention to it. Bam! Ooh, I blew out the candle with that. Ooh. Sometimes I've got to get mean with you guys. Okay. So that's what I have to tell you here. Same here, done with it. For me, as soon as I get a chance, I'm going to tell her everything. The link has expired. Okay, I will re-up that link here. Give me a second. I will redo that here in a little bit. Here, give me a second to fix that. I can't believe my review link is back down again. Oh. La 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 la. Give me one moment, please. DC Cordy friends, I love you for being patient with me. Nope. Back. Forward. use this link for now. I'll have to change it after stream. But that's the link for my review page there for you. If you would like it there, feel free to leave any kind of review that you feel is necessary. Please tell me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Don't sugarcoat it, and let me know exactly how I did today. So, you know what? That's basically all I want to tell you for right now, there, Miss Sergeant. You know, it's time to go to work, soldier. It's time to win the war. And are you ready to finally put down your arms and be at peace? That's the last advice I have to tell you. So, Sen, you are next. So start getting your numbers ready and all of that stuff. I'm going to reshuffle here. And that's an order. I don't know why you needed to hear that, but that's an order. So... okay, where is my reviews link? Paste. Confirm. Okay, I just reviewed my review links. Hey, you go take what you need to go take. Go be safe driving. Please, please, please go be safe driving. 10 and 1 God card if you got any general reading. Gotcha. Let me do a cleansing shuffle, of course, first and foremost. Now, it's got to go up further. I'm not seeing my shuffles enough. Oh, I hate this thing sometimes. I've got a little bit of a really sweaty back because I was running, trying to get here in time to start my stream today. I started like, I don't know, 5 minutes late, I think it was. But that's okay. Anyway, here we go with your reading there, Sen. It's 10 and 1. Let me finish that cleansing shuffle, by the way. All right, here are your 10 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. God cards. 8, 9. More God cards. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got a 6-1-2 there, Sandy. And I was on the 8 shuffle, right? 8, 9, and 10. And the first card on top. So, Did you have a question today? I did not see if you had a question. Let me go back up and look here. I don't see a question. Do you have a question? Or, oh, you just said general, right? Yeah, just a general. Oh, you and a 1 card reading, please. Okay, I take it back. I got it. You want a 1 God card reading today. Got you. Okay. Do you want God cards then? Send. So if you only want the first card, then mirror is your answer to your question then. That I'm waiting for. Okay. Yeah. Then this is your answer for your question then. Because I was like, wait a minute, I'm reading this wrong. You said 10 and 1 God cards. You want God cards. If you get them, you want God card, 1 reading for the question you have in mind. So let me tell you about this portion of what I'm feeling for this card. Since it's the 1 card reading, it's a little bit different than a past, present, and future kind of thing. Because literally, it's like you saying to yourself, hey, what do I see when I look in the mirror in a physical way? What way does my life look in a certain way? How does my path look now? And it's more about that mirror image that you are having of yourself, that negative side of yourself, that you have to start to come to terms with just a little bit, Sen. That there's a part of you that's desperately trying to heal itself, but you're not letting it because you let the hurt win all of the time. You know what I'm saying? And you don't accept some of the happy sometimes. It's not about turning a mirror around here. It's about understanding that you have control over the mirror. That you are the one who moves the mirror. That it's your time to turn it to whichever direction you are ready to turn it. Whichever way you need it to be. So if you need to go into the deep unknown, to that place of dream, to that place of manifestation, to that place of wonder and hope of experiencing anything that could ever happen to you, including a future, because we can't change the past. We will never be able to change the past until they've invented time travel in this reality. That's not possible, okay? But they haven't done that yet, at least not to my knowledge. Oh, wait. Oh, something just changed. Oh, it's been time traveled. Yeah, there you go. Okay. And I was being silly there, but you get the point, right? It's not like you can travel back in time and fix yourself. And you wouldn't want to anyway, because the lessons you have learned are important. You just haven't turned this basically is, it's destiny time. It's your time to choose your destiny. You have complete control over that destiny. If you want it to be a path of light or a path of dark, or maybe one that comes somewhere in between, move the damn mirror and you don't have that barrier anymore. So I hope that answers that question for you. And then a 6 God card message. And I always deal them out how I feel like they're supposed to be dealt out, so. And I know you already said you wanted them, so I'm just going to Yep. Tell you what you need to know. San. So, your God cards are, ready? Ready. I know you're ready. So, San, if you don't do it soon, the universe will come and claim your power for you. So, do you want to claim your own power, or do you want the universe to take the wheel and you just trust the universe? It's up to you. You are being asked to go to your most sacred spot within yourself, your home, whatever place you are at. It's time for you to really come to terms with how you want your life to look like, what you want it to be. Make a contract with you and your future self, if that's what it takes for you to realize that you have to start to believe the destiny that you want to do. But you haven't even claimed that power of that yet. And you're not communicating that correctly. Either you've gotten the power and you're not using it wisely, and then you're going to get what I call the mythical 2x4 soon. And this is the thing I'm kind of warning you about. Because it's time for you to claim that power. It's time for you to own that strength that you have inside of yourself. It's time to own that beautiful, wonderful soul. It's time for you to say, this is where I take my journey. This is the time and place I do this. But if I don't communicate effectively in a physical, mental, and spiritual way with myself, with my higher power, and I think what would be good for you to do is called a contract with your deity. Just like you're doing a contract with yourself, only you're making a contract with you and whatever higher power you believe in, and you set out the terms, you set out what you're going to accept, what they're going to give you for what you will give up, because you will have to give up something like fear, anxiety, all those worries, all that stuff that keeps stopping you from happy. They're going to ask you to get rid of that stuff. And it's not going to be easy every way you go through it. Some will be easy, some will be hard, but they'll all be lessons you need to learn. They're trying to communicate to you in a way you'll understand. They're trying to get you to understand, so that's the way they're putting you through all of this. Number 2, if you're going to choose a path, then pick one already. It doesn't matter if it's an easy path. It doesn't matter if it's a hard path. Maybe it needs to be both of those paths. Maybe it has to be an unseen path. One you forge yourself. One you cut through the bullshit. When you're done saying to yourself, you know what? Here's the excuse train. Choo-choo, 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 choo-choo. And life is about to pass you by because the last car is going to leave the track. And that's the best way I can put that. It's time for you to choose a path, maybe cutting through some of the things that maybe if I had just taken this time to see that last car go out of the frame there, it's almost out. Wait, I hit the off switch. I've still got one opportunity to take full advantage of my power before the universe just says, okay, you're not going to try. You know what I'm saying? And then they say, well, let's give her what they want. You know? And so they're going to give you what you want. Don't contemplate about every last little choice. Just pick a choice and go with it. Make sure it's something that makes you, force you to face something you are ready to face, but you have to kind of cut through your own bullshit, and you know what that means, okay? Last but not least, yeah, I'd love to yell at you again, but you know what I just said. You've got the power. You are loved. You have to carve your own damn destiny. You have to be the one who gives and takes good in return, and it's more of the take back in return you need to do. You need to learn how to embrace the whole you, the all of you, the good, the bad, the uglies, everything that's in between. Like I had to learn to love myself before I could find true love. And whether or not you know it or not, maybe there is a mother figure that could help you with this. It doesn't have to be your birth mom. It can be an aunt. It can be a best friend. It can be someone you see as someone who has elderly wisdom above you. It's not necessarily anybody's physical mom. It's that mom that feels like they're there for you all the time, like a mom should be. If your mom's not doing that job, somebody's got to be doing it, because you've turned out to be a pretty decent person, son, and you have to start to realize that you have the power, you are loved, and you have to make your own damn destiny. That is your reading. Crypto, you got back in line already? Wow. Okay. Well, while I get my cards reshuffled. And that's what I'm saying. You know? Maybe it's time to take that break to recover and let what you've just gone through. You've just gone through a major event in your life. You just graduated college. You're just coming back from college, right? Now is your time to decompress. Now is your time to let all of that which is going on in your life. Maybe if you've done the work, it will handle itself and keep you moving forward for a while. But maybe you need a rest break to kind of let it soak in for a while, for you to adjust to that new way of being. Yeah, I kind of thought that was something like that. But even in this little spot that you have this respite, use it to your advantage to heal as much as you can of yourself. Go get that relaxing in. Go get that life management balance back. Go find out what you can do to change to make it easier on you, so that when you go back, it doesn't seem like a hard fought fight anymore. Maybe it's dropping a class. Maybe it's picking up a certain class instead of a different class. Maybe it's time to challenge that mind. I don't know what your experience is and what you want to be doing with your life. So, it's all about how you utilize the time when you have it off. Let's use this time to rest. Let's use this time to recontemplate and decide where I want to take my future when I go back to school. I'm going to have to use this knowledge visually. I'm going to be graduating, right? Eventually, I will graduate. And when you are going through that portion of that night, you're going to go through that time when you get off of college, and everybody goes through it. We all go through about a month or two of searching for the job we have been just trying to get, right? And then the second you get out there, that job's not available anymore. So you have to wait even longer. And you know what the job market's like right now. It can be open or closed depending on the region or place you live. So, depending on how much opportunity you have in your country and or place of, living. If you're in the United States of America, you can pretty much get any job you want as long as you're willing to do the dirtiest, nasty job you can think of. There are jobs to be had. It's just people don't want to do those jobs, So, I don't think that's part of the issue. I think it's going to be more of a self-discovery, kind of rediscovering where I want to take this after college. What do I want my life to look like? Where am I going to start to look? Maybe if you're getting close to the end, it's time to start to look at businesses where you can turn in, or places where you can start to maybe get some experience or whatever else. That's kind of what they're saying is, if you want something, it's kind of like they think maybe you should look for an internship or something like that, where you can get the same kind of skills in like 5 different classes in one class. You know what I'm saying? Because you see how it works. So, got it. All right, Crypto. Back in line, I see. What's the question of this time, Crypto? Ta-ta, Shen. I love you. See you soon. Go get some rest. Go get some much needed relaxation, okay? Go take some time for yourself today. Just a peaceful hour, okay? Just a peaceful hour. Ugh. Okay, Crypto, whenever you're ready, we're going to get to your second reading here. Please throw me your numbers. Thank you for following favorite color. I love it. My favorite color has entered the strap. Hi, favorite color. My favorite color is blue, by the way. Thank you for asking. I bet you couldn't understand that. Welcome to the queue, my friend. All right, Crypto, whenever you're ready, please let me know with your question and or numbers. Welcome on in, favorite color. Um, Here's how it works here because you haven't been here before, your first time chatter, so I want to let you know how it works. Hi, my name is Joshua Bleasy. I use a custom made homemade deck, my homemade deck, the one I made, the 5 Paths Tarot. I'm going to tell you the best possible future I can. I'm going to try to lead you to a day that you can say today is my best day ever. But I don't sugarcoat a damn thing here. I'm a very blunt, in your face kind of tarot reader. I will tell you exactly what you need to know, not what I think you want to know. So, with that said, here's how it works. If you want a reading, what you've just done, all I need you to do is get ready is to tell me how many times you want me to shuffle this deck for you. 1 through 10 is those numbers. Then there's a second set of numbers I want you to give me, 1 through 52. That's where you feel like your answers are in my deck. If you have a question, please ask it as simply as possible so I can understand and answer it. Otherwise, just say you want a general reading, and I'll tell you whatever comes out of my little batty mouth. We're waiting for someone who has said they wanted their reading right now. This is your second call, Crypto. Second call. So we always give people 3 chances to respond before I move on to another person here, especially when I get busy. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you guys are interested, I have updated my reviews link. So if you ever want to review me, you just type in !! review and you guys can get all of that. Okay? I think I got everything else right now. So, right. It should have, damn it didn't post it, did it? What the hell? Give me a second. Let me check what's going on with that command here. I just closed it down. Thanks for testing that for me. Actually, I just changed that today. So I actually want to thank you for testing it for me. I just changed it, so it shouldn't do that. Unless I spelled it wrong, which I often do spell things wrong, guys. So I might have not spelled review right. Okay, I spelled it VEWS. I forgot reviews, not review. It's with an S, not a just add an S to it. That's all you got to do. So it's ! Reviews S. Review S. Here, like this. There you go. Or you can go to my Facebook page and drop me a review on my Facebook page or my Discord, whichever one you feel like you want to do there, my friend. Okay, Crypto, this is your third and final call, Crypto. Third and final call. You have 1 minute on the clock starting now. Alexa, 1 minute. Timer, please.
1 minute, starting now.
It's okay. I get a chance to finish my cigarette and have some coffee. I'm a happy man. So while we wait for Crypto's last minute to expire, Monroe, you are next in line. Please get ready to throw me your numbers and or question. You will be next in line here soon. So get ready with that. I'm coming for you. I'm going to change this. Alexa, thank you. All right, Kirito, we are moving on to the next reading. Monroe, you are next.
Literally. Happy Wednesday.
Thank you, Alexa. Alexa, thank you. Cancel alarm.
My pleasure. Just doing my job.
Thank you. We're going to have an ad break here real quick. We'll be right back after the ad break here. So if you're having ads right now, hi, hello, everybody out there. My name is Joshua Bleasy. I do the Unknown Prophet. I do daily tarot readings between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. Central Standard Time every day except, I guess, at the weekends. Alexa, stop timer. So 5 and 10 for you. Okay, Monroe, thank you. All right, and general reading or questioning. My community is back. Yeah, if you just had ads, thank you very much for being patient. I put the minimum amount of ads I can put on my page, but I do have some ads running every once in a while, usually once an hour, and that's about it. So it's been about an hour since I started streaming, so that's about right on time. So general reading or what? Okay. I'm going to start to do that magical healing, cleansing shuffle for you real quick here. Get the cards ready, though, first. Then when I'm doing that, you'll tell me general or whatever I need to know. All right, here are your 5 official shuffles, my friend. Here are your 5 official shuffles, Monroe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10th card is now on top. Monroe, this is your reading for today. Usually, if people don't tell me what they want, I will tell them a general reading. Maybe they have some internet issues, I'm not sure. But, okay, I'm going to clip this right now. Monroe's clip right here. All right, now. Monroe, hopefully you're here. Let me know you are. I can start. If you're not ready, please, I will give them about a little bit of time here because sometimes people have internet issues, okay? That's why I try to give everyone 3 calls. And if you've already thrown me your numbers, usually I'll give you the reading, so. But I try to give you a chance to answer. Monroe? Monroe? Okay, now okay, 5 and 10. I have a moderator message. I thought I had a moderator message, so chat settings, whatever, go away. All right. 1 minute before I start just doing a general reading for you. This is your first official call, then you will get a general reading. General reading starts in 3 minutes. Alexa, put 3 minutes on my timer.
3 minutes, starting now.
We're giving them 3 minutes, and then I'm just going to give them a general reading, okay? So how have you been, my friend? First time chatter, how are you enjoying it so far? Do you like the stream? Do you like the way it looks? Give me any advice you would like. If you want to shout yourself out, want to promote yourself, 1 per stream is all I ask. Other than that, things have been going pretty good for me, my friend. Good. I'm glad to hear. Well, we'll get to you in just a moment here. Like I said, I always try to give people a little bit of a chance to get back in here in case internet issues or whatever else happens. So, you like the neon light? That's cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. I just got this not too long ago, by the way. This actually cost me about $1,000. I thought it was going to be a lot smaller, so I wasn't expecting it to be this huge, but it is that huge. Okay. And it's like, do I have it right? Is it crooked? Not crooked? I don't know. So it's pretty cool, you know. Like I said, I came into some pretty good funds this last couple of months, and I was able to update my house and update my streaming and stuff and all of that. So it wasn't like I won the lottery. I finally got my Social Security disability benefits retro check that I've been waiting for 7 years of. So, you know, I kind of went, I get to have things fixed for a change. I get to have the things I want for a change. I haven't had that a lot in my life. It's a very rare occasion for me to have money, you know. So, yes, of course I spent it all, but I spent it all on things I needed to spend it all first. Then I got the things I wanted, and then I gave some away to my friends who I love very much. So, all right, let's see. You have 1 minute and 23 seconds, Monroe, to respond. So that's how things have been going for me. You know, I'm a pretty open reader. If you ever want to know me about me and my story, or want to know what happened or how I got to where I'm at, feel free to ask. If you guys want to join my Discord, go ahead and join my Discord. Please follow any of the socials that you guys would like to follow. I just got done hydrating. Actually, that doesn't really count as hydration. That's coffee, so it doesn't really hydrate me, but I can drink something for you. DM. Well, I'm waiting for Monroe. He hasn't responded yet, so he's got 44 seconds. So that's where I'm at in the queue right now. I've got Monroe, who is supposed to be here for their reading, and I don't know if they dropped off or what, but... If I don't hear from them, they don't get God cards, so... Because they have to be here for that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Okay, you're here. All right. Alexa, stop timer.
3-minute timer cancelled.
All right. I was waiting. I was hoping. I was about ready just to give you a general reading, and I was ready to clip it and get it ready for you there so you could at least go back and watch it there. So, did you want just a general reading then? Because that's what I feel like you just want, okay? So, unless you say otherwise, I'm giving you that. So basically what I'm feeling is that, yeah, you are finally starting to get to that point in yourself where you're starting to feel more at home with yourself. You're finally feeling okay with who you are as a person. Yeah, there may be some work to do on the inside sometimes. Yeah, there may be a couple things to fix on the outside. But primarily, your life is pretty much not going the bad fuck way right now. It's probably pretty lull and dull right now. It's kind of like you're in this stalemate kind of a situation here, you know? And what I'm feeling from your energy right now, Monroe, it's kind of like you feel like you're stuck or feel like you're waiting for something or waiting for something to kind of come in that kind of a deal. Well, you're trying to patch those holes within yourself that you've been kind of missing. And it's like you're patting up the last bit of those holes and getting ready to paint the walls. You know what I'm saying? Like you've got maybe 3 major things left to fix about yourself that you want to improve about yourself. Everything else they can go fuck themselves on, right? But 3 things you know that you've had a lot of people tell you that you said, I want to do this for me. Not because they told me, because I recognize that's something within me I want to change. And coming to that home feeling within ourselves and just be okay with the fact that you're everything you need to be right now. You're just repairing a couple of things and painting walls. Then you'll finally be able to step forth onto that new path and step forth into that new direction, because now you'll have a home you can come and go from whenever you feel like it. Your safe spot will be what you create next. Now you're going through this season of change yet again. You're going through this life, death, and rebirth cycle just like a leaf on a tree. Trees lose their leaves every year because they need to recycle and renew every year. Just like you need to recycle and renew. Okay? And that means finding out where you are in that delicate balance and what stage you are in, right? Well, if we're at home, we have to start to live life because now life has to start, right? So we have to start to actually live life. That means you have to start to walk the walk, talk the talk, and do the do a little bit, my friend. And that means, taking a little bit more personal responsibility and saying, hey, if I'm going to go through a stage of growth here, why not make it a positive life? Why not make it a life I want to have rather than all of this negative crap, right? It's all going to be independent on what you get or not, what you receive or not. Because the universe is going to give you a bunch of gifts. Now, you may say that this trouble that you're going through right now or whatever situation is making you deal with your issues and problems is the worst thing that could ever happen to you. It's a gift. What they are giving you is the opportunity to learn how to get through this. They're not making it so hard you can't do it, but they're making you face something within yourself you aren't ready to face. And they're asking you whether or not you're going to take this lesson into your heart and use it to make your life more positive, or are you going to take what we're giving you and let it keep dragging you down? Because it's just like Santa Claus. If you keep asking for the same kind of a toy every Christmas, you're going to get a bunch of fire trucks, okay? So, do you want a bunch of fire trucks that you don't want for Christmas anymore? Or do you want some of the new stuff that you kind of want? You know, you're going to get the same old fire truck, or you want some new presents, new gifts, maybe some updated things you might want. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that might be. But it's all depending on how you open those gifts and when you open those gifts. And that's what it's about for you. It's about you understanding this may seem like a depressive time in your life, but what happens before exciting, brilliant change? If we're making a change from one energy to another energy, whether you're going from depression to happy or happy to depression, okay? It's a stage. It's a stage of grief or stage that you're going through. You can either go through what I call the labor process there, my friend, or you cannot go through the labor process. You have to decide whether or not you can be like the sun behind these clouds, because you are the sun behind these clouds. You are the one responsible for shining through the dark parts of the world. You are the one who's supposed to shine their own happiness onto their own world. You know, not everybody else's, not your moms, not your dads, not your uncles, not your brothers, not your anything other than that. It's time to move on from this stage where you feel depressed and sad and angry at life. And where do you want your life to go now? You want more of the same, or do you want something new and different? You have to be like the sun in the sky that can break away the clouds, because you are like that sky. You decide what happens in your world. You're the most powerful force on earth besides Mother Nature itself. And if the sun wants to beam through your clouds, the sun will beam through your clouds. So, that said, that's your general reading. However, come a space, you have a 2-card God message for you as well. And then favorite color, we will be getting to you in just a moment. And I'm going to go grab another coffee in just a minute before I do your reading, okay? And they're in the fridge, so I got to go grab it in the fridge. So I ask you if you want to see your God cards. And I will only ask 3 times. Once, do you want to see your God cards? This one's going to be a little bit quicker for the responses here, because this one you have to be here to say yes. I can't give you God cards if you don't give me permission. Beforehand, either you have to give me permission beforehand to get your God cards or not. All right, so what is your God trying to tell you? I don't know if you've been here a while today, but I've gotten this card like 3 times today. This is a significance for me, okay? This is telling me my mom's trying to remind me I need to believe in these things again, too. That maybe I've let the ball drop a little bit, too. So it's not only you, the universe is holding us all accountable right now. If you are living a very good, pure life, that you're living it to the best of your abilities, that you're trying your best, you're trying to improve your life, you're trying not to harm as many people as you can, just trying to live the normal human experience. You're not trying to take over the world, to be the most politician or anything like that. You're just trying to be a normal human being. Then, you know what? It's time to re-embrace those things within yourself and remind yourself of that. That you are human, that you have more than just one side of you, that there is a bunch of sides of you inside of that little brain of you, and they've all got to come together. You've got to love all of them. You've got to love yourself equally. You've got to give and take equally to your good and bad parts. Otherwise, you will die inside. You have to be able to balance those scales and be able to weave that vine through all the other places in your life. You have to find ways to grow in the light and grow in the dark. And it's time for you to realize you do have a power, that you are loved, that you have to carve your own destiny. But until you can embrace yourself and love yourself in that way, you will never love yourself. And if there is a mom figure who can help you re-embrace who you are as a person and remind you of that, it doesn't necessarily have to be a birth mom here, guys, okay? So it can be your favorite aunt, can feel like a mom. I don't care where you see a mom in this world. Whatever way relates best to you. They might have some advice about how you can come to terms with all this. Maybe they have some information that you don't have yet that you need. So that's your God card answer, whatever that may mean. Hey, favorite color, I'm just going to go grab a coffee real quick, throw some water on my face and take a quick restroom break. It'd take me 10 minutes. I hope that's okay while I go run to the restroom real quick, because I did get home kind of late and I never got a chance to go to the bathroom. So Hey, I will be right back. 5 to 10 minutes at tops, guys. I'll see you soon. All right, my friend, I am back. Sorry, my wife forgot to put away some groceries, so I had to spend a little bit of time putting away the cold stuff into the fridge. But she'd been up all night and she was just exhausted and it probably just slipped her mind. I'm not really worried about it. Just I had to take some time to put them all away. It's all okay. Nothing spoiled or nothing like that. It was only like an hour out of the fridge. It's not like things are going to expire and die in an hour, so we're okay. Thank God we have so many preservatives in our food. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to do that. All right, we're going to come back in here. Get the hat back on. Get all ready to rock and roll again. Yeah. And then all I'm asking for is favorite color to let me know that you're here and ready to go. We always give everyone a little bit of time to get back in here. So while we're waiting for the cute people to pop back in here, just let me know if you're here. Please let me know you're here in chat. If you're not here, well, I guess you can't tell me that, huh? All right, let's do a little bit of a shout out from one of my friends, D here. All right, let me do a cleansing shuffle for you, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cleansing shuffle, cleansing shuffle. Okay, I have to get something here. This is what I hate. I hate being unorganized. I'm a Virgo. I'm sorry. I didn't buy any candles either, did I? No, not really. Well, that's going to suck. All right, here we go. We're going to get your colors here in a second here. Oh. My light went out. I had to turn my light back on. All right. We're almost done with your cleansing shuffle. I wanted to do a couple more here. All right, here we go. And here are your 3 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3. And you do not get God cards today. So, third card in. 1, 2, and the third card in is general reading for my friend. Favorite color. I hope you're having a fabulous... Oh my dear God. Okay, we're going to have some talking to do. We have some talking to do. Wow. Okay. So, I hope you are ready to get your spiritual butt kind of spanked a little bit. So, I just kind of want to warn you, whenever I feel like this is going to be an extremely intense reading, I like to say that, because this may kick your spiritual ass. Ready? Let's go. Let me know when you're ready. Ready? Waiting on favorite color. Waiting on favorite color. Okay, you're ready. Thanks. Because you're new here, I like to do that, right? So, favorite. For this, I'm just going to say favorite. It's easier, okay? So, favorite, for this reading, I just want to tell you something like this. You've been taking the hardest road you could possibly take up to this point. I don't know if you've realized it or not, but you really have chosen the hardest path forward. That you had to get everything now. You had to get everything right this second, right this moment. Otherwise, it didn't feel fulfilling, and you were like, live in the moment, live in the day. And, kind of trying to trap and run over every damn obstacle, trying to get over every damn hill, trying to get up every damn obstacle in life. And it seems like it's been a hard-fought uphill battle, right? Well, now you're getting to the point of the journey now where you have to do the hardest thing on the hard path. When you've completed a journey, then the hard path is all about you overcoming adversities, getting to your goals as quickly as possible. But when you are done with that, when you feel like you are complete, it's time to take a rest break, to let that soak into your life. You never gave yourself a rest break to let it soak into your life. So that's why things keep kind of happening in a weird kind of they seem to be slowing down. They seem to be taking a long time. They seem to be, you feel like you're in stalemate. No, the universe had to find a way to slow your ass down. That's what they had to do. right? Well, we'll see if that's true or not at the end of the reading. But, one of the things that currently, that whatever you believe in is trying to communicate with you is, it's not that you're doing it wrong. It's that you're communicating it wrong. That you're not telling the universe, us, yourself, what you truly want. It's trying to find that delicate balance between physical, mental, and your spiritual state. Learning how to juggle those balls is always going to be a hard thing, but you don't have to juggle anymore. All you have to do is be like a grapevine. You're sending the right messages through the grapevine to get to those places you want to grow into grapes someday. Now you're getting that energy into the certain right place where that fruit will ripen, where that path that you want it to be happier, where you want that path to be greater, it's starting to grow in those directions. But until you are ready to communicate honestly and openly with yourself, and I'm sorry I have to say this, but stop lying to yourself and start opening up the truth box a little bit, because you're not communicating enough with you, yourself, anybody else in your life. I bet people say to you a lot, no, you need to work on your communication skills a lot. And yeah, it's like you hate the truth, right? Well, you have to get used to the truth for a while. The truth train has arrived. You've arrived at the rest spot. It's time for truth time. Yes, I am the kind of guy who's going to point out that you're not telling yourself the truth, that you have been lying and you aren't paying attention to half of the shit you should be paying attention to. That's the hard path. That's why the universe is trying to get you off the hard path. Why are they trying to get you off the hard path? Because they need you to take a wandering path instead. Oh, what the hell could a wandering path be? It doesn't have a time. It doesn't have a place. It doesn't even have direction. It doesn't have any space to live in. All it is taking one moment to the next, living that moment, breathing that moment, and just laying back in the lazy river and letting it let you down the river until you arrive at that magical spot where you can now do the one thing you have refused to do up to this point. I wait to see if he says it. Okay. Well, it was worth a shot. And it's time to take that lazy river approach. It's time to let the universe carry you along the streams. Time for you to take a laid back approach to it. It's time for you to not be concerned with the time and space of things, which direction it's taking you. Just go and explore it. Go live it. Go breathe it. Go. Let this be the last best adventure you will ever have, or let this be the most romantic, complete, loving relationship you will ever have. Let this be the life that you've always wanted to have. But you know what you're not dealing with? You know what you're not dealing with? Okay, Betty? Okay. Pointing this out a little bit here, that you got 3 of my path cards in one reading. Okay? This never happens a lot. When it does happen, I have to be a little bit more of a kicky, spanky kind of a reader. Yeah. The past path. That's why you're going through everything you are going through right now. Because there's something you haven't dealt with from your past, some lesson that you refuse to learn over and over and over again in your life. So you keep going, looking back for answers. The answers aren't in your past, the answers are in your future. Turn your ass around and start taking a step forward instead of a step back. It's your path, your choice. You get to decide which direction you go. No one can make you do anything you don't want to do. All you have to do is resolve your past and be okay with it made you who you were today. You are the favorite damn color of everybody who has ever existed. That includes black, white, purple, all the spectrums of the rainbow, every color you can see. That's favorite color time. That's everyone's personal choice. So look at what you've called yourself. Look at what your path has been trying to tell you. Oh, I want to... Sorry, I forgot to close down the door again. Sorry. Closing. I had to close the door again. I was getting too loud. Okay? Sorry, but, so... To reiterate, You're going down the hard path your whole life because you have refused to say, I have to deal with this past and be okay with whatever it made me to be today. That's what it took to make me be who I am today. Without this, I am not who I am today. And to recognize that now I need to recognize how I communicate that to the rest of my life. If I've done this long enough, it's time to get off of this path and take a different approach. Something different, something completely opposite of what you're normally used to. So what does the universe come to you when you won't do it yourself? Why do you think it's been so slow lately? Why do you think you've felt so stuck lately? That's not by coincidence, my friend, because of that. And you know it, and I know it. And you know that this has been coming a while now. But this kind of is your God card message, because I'm really hearing them right now. And they want me to give you one other thing. And I don't know what this will mean to you. But every once in a while, the cards don't talk to me. My guides and things talk to me, okay? And usually when they have pretty important messages for people, it's pretty important. So because it's your first time here and you've never gotten that from me before, I want to make sure you're okay with that. Because this is basically a straight communication from your higher power to you. Good. If you give yourself one more excuse, I'm going to spank your ass in the hardest way possible. Look for the 2x4 coming, because if you don't, I'm coming for you. And whatever that's supposed to mean to you, and it's supposed to have something to do with a blue ball and a red ball that you keep bouncing around. Something about a blue and red ball. That's all I'm seeing. Bouncy red balls, too. I like, the ones that you hit the wall and they come back to you. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing in my head. That's what they told me to tell you. Whatever you want to do with that. Well, you're very welcome. I'm glad that I was crazy accurate for you. That's a great compliment to me. Thank you for giving me my validation back in return, because I only know that it's a success when you tell me that. I don't expect you guys to ever tell me how your readings go. I don't ever expect you to give me a review. I don't expect you to give me subscriptions, follows, anything. I do this for free to help people find a path that's right for them. Now, if my information helped you today, then let today be your best day ever, because guess what happened today? Guess what happened today? You got the biggest gift you could ever get. Santa Claus has come, and he hopes you open the present he just gave you. So, not that said, on to the next. All right. D! Dem, whenever you're ready, get me in here, get in here. Get in here, D! You too as well. No matter what happens, I hope you live the life you want to live. Whatever I've told you today, remember this. The future's always in your own hands. No matter what I've told you here today, you have the right and responsibility to go live the life you want to live. So go start living your best day ever, starting today by simply saying that today will be my best day ever! Now, hopefully I don't turn my screen off doing that next time. Did my camera move around too much? And nope, it's still okay. See, I get really excited when I do my readings. That's why I call these the Blunt Tarot Reader. I'm not the normal. I'm going to tell you what fluffy bunny things are coming for you. I'm going to hold you to account. I know you're here. I can feel you here. That's why when I give someone 3 chances to get their butt back in here, usually I don't feel them here anymore. So either they had major internet issues and they couldn't get back online, but I usually feel your energy while you're here. And then I basically just read the screen. I don't take or give anything from you guys. The cards tell me what I need to know. My intuition is telling me what I need to know. I don't take or give anything from you guys. So just know that. So I'm not trying to take your energy or give you any of my energy. I'm trying to just give you my heart, my soul, all of my path. Give me your damn numbers already while I start shuffling this damn deck for you. How has it been going, D? I hope your gameplay has been improving. I hope you did take that advice I gave you. I hope it really helped. But let's see what the cards have to say. Maybe they have some more information that might help you even further. And maybe my advice didn't help a damn lick and you had to find your own way. So, all right. I think that's a good cleansing shuffle for you. All right. 4 and 4. You got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I know. Do we have a question today? Or is it just a general there, my friend? I wanted to say that I'm trying to get to know a person from a friend I never talked to with this person, but I saw her from Instagram. So what is the question then? Whether this person could be a possible match for you or what? I guess I understand the situation. Now tell me what the question is about it. Just so I know. I don't get everything, guys. Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for you to ask it. I don't know if I have a question, by the way. Okay, so you're not sure what the question is. Okay, so let's just go with what you said, okay? So I wanted to say that I'm trying to know a person from a friend that I've never talked to this person before. So it's more of a, should I take this friend's advice and seek out this person, right? Are you still letting your own anxieties and depressions about trying something new and different that may be something out of your normal spectrum of what you're used to? Are you more afraid of what will happen to you, or more afraid of what won't happen to you? Okay. But I'm saying that the card that you got right now is the card of, right, it's one of her friends. I understand all of that. I'm just saying that what's stopping you from just saying, hey, here, this is who I am, talking with her yourself and finding out who she is all on your own. Why do you need the friend? The friend was the introduction stage. Now it's your opportunity to take the reins by the horns if you want. So, like I said, you can get in your own way by keep failing or by not trying, or you can actually try and maybe not get the result you want, but you will learn something from this, right? And maybe, just maybe, she turns out to be the one. And because you got out of all of this garbage, because you left all of that stuff behind that magical line where you had to get it up to the hill of, because you are like right down here, trying to push up that rock up a hill, trying to make yourself become something you're not really ready to become, or not really able to become at this moment, because you haven't lived enough life experience yet to get that kind of experience. We need to give you that experience. This could be good, this could be bad, but it's going to be determined on whether or not you can get out of your own anxieties and fears first. If you can let those go, then it will become a relationship that you will have to mold together with. That means it will be an equal partnership. You will have some things that will have good for her. She will have some good things that were for you. You're going to have to find a way to make them work together. There are going to be some conflicts, but not hard to resolve conflicts. Just normal relationship, learning how everybody has to learn about another person kind of stuff. The normal stuff. You have to get used to the normal. You've been shown what's not normal, what you don't want. Now you have to find out what is normal in order to actually seek what you actually want. I hope that makes some sense to you. And that's what you're doing right now. You're molding that yourself into that shape that can maybe match this other person. Whether or not she matches you or not, will be up to her, because until you've talked to her, until you've included her in the whole molding situation, there's nothing that I can tell you. It's more of a you have to go find out kind of a deal. I can't tell you whether this will be a good match or a bad match completely, because it's a little bit in the free will gaming kind of a thing. What you do need to start to do is make a plan to get there. Start making a plan. Start giving yourself stages. Like I was telling you before, even in your own life, you're getting this card here, Dim. Even in your own life, you're getting the easy path in this. I want you to recognize how many times you keep getting this card, okay? Because you keep getting this card and keep getting this card because they're trying to tell you to slow down, make a plan, make a way to execute that plan, just like I was telling you trying to do in the game the other day. Okay, besides that all, it's still the same process. You have to start to make a plan. Maybe it takes 5 steps to get there, but you have to know what each and every step means to you. You have to celebrate each and every step. You have to rest from each and every step. You're taking the easy path. It's going to take a while to get to where you want to get to. But when you get there, you will have all that you need to ignite what you want. That's why you are going through this right now. Yes, exactly. Yes, I want you to plan so you can get your goal. In all respects. That's the thing that they're trying to do. Slowing you down a little bit so that you can adjust. You're going so fast. You're going 100 miles an hour down a 55 mile an hour road. That's only designed for 55 miles an hour. You keep flying off the road because you're going too fast. You know what I'm saying? But that's not mean that you can't go fast. It just means that you should pick your times and places to excel. So you keep the car moving, but don't go over the speed limit. You know what I'm saying? And you using what is being given to you in your past will be the catalyst for what you need to ignite that flame. Without that trouble, without what you're going through right now, you will not be able to ignite that thing inside of yourself that you need to ignite to re-embrace that new flame. Whether it's gaming, whether it's love, whether it's just in general life, you have to ignite that flame and say, I'm going to hold that spark there until I know that that spark doesn't belong to me. So if it's career, that's your personal choice. It's how much your ambition, how much you are working for it, and how much you are willing to listen to those people who are trying to tell you when you need to hear things you don't want to hear. Paying attention to those things. You use those things as your ignition to learn how to do it better, how to get past and all that stuff. This has been a primary lesson in your life, Dee. And as I like to say, they're just trying to get you to understand that what they need you to understand is if you got out of those, if you didn't let your first instinct to say, oh, this person could never like me, and you always go with that instinct, that's what I mean by getting out of your way. Oh, the first thing I should be thinking of course she could like me. Why don't I get to know her? Let me go ask her out on a date. Or let me talk to her in a letter or a phone call or a text or whatever way you guys want to communicate with. I don't care which way it is. But until we get together and we actually see if we match together those pieces, if we can mold this into something, we have to wait and see because we haven't gotten to know each other yet. I have to take an easy path to get there, though, because if I plan it outright, and I'm not saying everything has to be planned, there should be some surprise and love, of course, but you should have an idea of how you want to approach her. If it's 5 steps to get to approaching her day, all right, remember, the boat can leave at any time. If she's already in a relationship, she's going to say no. And you don't know that yet, do you? So let's get to know all of that stuff. Well, love hasn't been easy for you, but nothing's been easy for you, Dim. That's why the universe has been creating this catalyst for you. They're waiting for you to use this time to say, you know what? It's time to ignite what I want to have happen in my life. And I've got to take whatever life has been giving me and scratch against that grain so I can get that spark. And then when I do have that spark of, I'm never going to fail. I'm not going to give myself permission to give myself negative thoughts anymore. Every day I do something better is a victory. Every time I feel better about myself is a victory. Every time she notices me just that much more is a victory. And it's not all about getting to the end of the game. It's about you taking the steps that you need to take in order to learn so that it can translate into the rest of your life. Guess what happens if you learn all of this right now? In about 10 to 15 years, you're going to be living an easy gliding life, maybe even shorter than that. I'm just giving you a broad base. That's not my psychic intuition saying. That's just kind of a general rule of thumb. It usually takes about 5 to 10 years to change anything about a major persona trait like me. Okay, it took me, first I had to have 2 years of counseling before I was even ready to come back into the world. I had to go heal for a year because my body was broken. I had a back surgery that put me in bed for a year. So they made me stay down for a year. It sounded like it was a bad thing at the time. I got sepsis of the back. I was put in the hospital for almost a year. I came home and my wife had to come wipe my butt, do all the stuff that I didn't want to do, everything that was nasty and cruel to me. I couldn't barely make it out of bed because my back was that broken at that time, and we didn't have the kind of insurance that would pay for things like back surgery, and it was because of an infection. You had to wait for the infection to go away before they could do anything with the back. So we had to make sure the infection went away before I could do anything with the back. But it gave me that perspective that I needed to slow my roll a little bit. That's what made me decide I'm not going back to work anymore for myself. But I had to make the right choice for me. I could have gone back to regular 8-hour day work, breaking my back, getting in the intro. I have to use a cane to get down the hallway, and it hurts to get down the hallway now. Okay, I'm not driving a car. I'm not going to work a 9 to 5. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. What can I do? 3 hours a day, I can sit up in a chair and give you tarot readings. You know? So love isn't easy for any of us. Any of us at all. It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be fulfilling. It's supposed to be true. It's supposed to be honest. It's supposed to be complicated. It's supposed to be the good, the bad, the uglies, everything in between, and then some things you can't even possibly imagine could be true. Imagine being me, the kind of guy who got told as an 8-year-old boy that his dream girl was going to come into his life someday. And that's all I had to hold on to, plus a happier life somewhere down the line. And it took me 41 years to get there. 41 years. And I can take about 3 of those off because then I came back as a new healthy person when I was completely healed, mentally, physically, and spiritually healed. And I had accepted my new path as the unknown prophet. I lived in that path for a year before I came back to reading. So the official start date of my reading date was when the pandemic was just ending, right? So I have been streaming a different kind of show before this. I did something else that was near and dear to my heart at the time because I was trying to be a business person before I knew my body was too broken to work. I had to change what I wanted to do now, you know. And then instead of using the gifts that the world gave me, I used the gifts that they gave me. You know what I'm saying? And it was never easy, but it was fulfilling. It was well worth the fight. It was worth going through all of that stuff to get to where I am today. Yes, exactly. Stop overthinking it. Be confident. Strategic plans. When it comes to gameplay, let's work. Keep gameplay separate from life, okay? Gameplay is gameplay. Life is life, okay? Gameplay is when you are going to be on there and you're going to go after that goal and dream you have set for yourself. Love, on the other hand, is a different story because that requires another person, okay? You can't do it without that other person, and that person has their own free will and own thoughts and minds and body and soul. So until you know that's going to be a thing where you can actually say this could be something and that could affect what you're doing now. Are you willing to, how much do you want love or how much do you want that game? You know what I'm saying? Can you have both? That would be the question. Can you have both? Love and be able to do what you want, right? So find a gamer girl who likes the same game you are, and maybe you can play together and learn how to couple it together. And maybe it's a couples tournament that you win, and it's you and your partner winning this thing, with you being the star winner, the #1 player of all time, going into the match in the first place. Okay? I'm just saying, you got to start thinking about what could happen and start to believe that that could happen. You have to start seeing yourself already succeeding. And when you start seeing that every single day, it starts with the confident thought. It starts with waking up today. I will do the best I can. And that's all I will do. I'm not going to give myself a unattainable goal. I'm going to give myself an attainable goal. One I can reach. One better thing every day. One good thing I do for my person every day. I tell my wife I love her every day, but I also call her on the shit when I need to. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think, especially when it comes to love, especially when it is, stop overthinking it and just be confident. Believe in yourself and love yourself as much as you want that person to love you back. Okay? And then if they don't match that, then they're not the right one for you. And make sure they match the inside to the outside, okay? You can fall in love with a beautiful woman, but be very ugly inside. So make sure you know what you're asking for, because maybe you get the beautiful woman, but you get a woman who's abusive, talks behind your back, cheats behind your back, never loves you, okay? So let's not do something like that to ourselves. We've done that kind of love enough, okay? We want real good love, and that takes time and it takes work and takes a lot of work to keep a relationship healthy, like me and my wife does. We've spent 18 years, and 10 of that has been happy, but 8 of those years, we were figuring each other out a little bit. It hasn't been easy for me either, or my wife. Even though we've been married for 18 years, we just don't have it all down still. And maybe that's why it's being presented to you that way. And that might be the whole point. Maybe they're giving you a choice. Hey, we may have the love of your life right here, or we may be giving you the game thing you want right here. Pick, choose. Which one do you want? Which opportunity do you want? But there wasn't an opportunity for me recently? Well, then you have to make the opportunity yourself, don't you? I need something to eat. I got this for my snacky treat for an office snack. And they're not healthy, but fuck it. I don't need healthy. I need to live my life to the fullest. And I'm going to have what I want. So I'm going to take a little bit out. I'm going to take a little bit out. I'm going to take a little bit out until I have a pile of what I want. Now, I've got what I want. Oh, does this one match the one I want? Does this one match the one I want? Does this one all look the same here? Oh, there's a broken one. Oh, there's another broken one. There's another broken one. Every time you tell yourself you hate yourself or you're not succeeding, it is. It's spontaneous, crazy, amazing love. Where I'm just telling you, spontaneity is the beginning of love. If we're talking about long term here, that's different than that. You're talking about wild, crazy, one night stand kind of love, go for it. If that's all you need, go get it, boy. I don't think you love like that, though. Exactly. So stop feeding yourself it. Do you get my analogy here? I had to pull out crackers to get... Yes, you may have a lot of fish in the sea, but they can all be broken, and you're trying to find the one fish that matches this one person in one image. Okay, if this doesn't match the image you want, and this isn't the person you want, then what was all of this for? Okay? If this was the whole point and you had to find this one fish. Exactly. But stable relationships take work, just like gameplay takes work. You know it. You have to study the game. You have to understand the mechanics of the game. You have to understand what other people think. You have to understand how you start to translate between what is game time, what is lifetime, and what is spiritual time, you know? So you want a stable relationship? Well, that means that's going to have to be your forefront focus. If you want a stable relationship, that's going to take work. That's going to take all of your energy. That's going to take all of your focus. Because that's what it's going to take to get one for right now. We all have to go through that. We all want a stable relationship. Stable can mean you have an abusive wife, but be a billionaire, okay? But you're stuck in a cage where you can't get out of anymore. She unlocks you when she wants you. You know what I'm saying? See what I did? I did the same thing. Why don't we do a one-carder for you? We'll do a one-card God for you. Pick a number. 1 through 52. I'll just draw that number. 1. Right. I have to take off the cards that I already drew first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this would be the 8th card from that deck where you were. Yeah. Yeah. You can't feel guilty about your success anymore, no matter what. You cannot keep carrying this guilt along with you of this failure. You can't keep carrying around these burdens with you. The more and more you gather up these burdens, the more and more you are building that ice dam of a rock in front of you. Hey, Mama! It's time for you to understand that you cannot carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, that you have to let go of your past guilt, and you have to let go of the guilt of even feeling like you're going to succeed someday and overpower all of your friends and go past everything. It might not seem like it, but there's a part of you that is scared of that. Because if you become the most popular person in gaming, those friends aren't going to be on the same level as you anymore. You're going to lose your friends. You're going to lose the people who are closest to you right now. You're going to lose a bunch of things because success is going to be the only thing important to you anymore. Love won't be there for you unless it's bot love or random, crazy, one-night stand. This is you and me finding each other in a dark alley somewhere kind of love. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of whatever. But if you keep carrying that guilt around, that's what keeps stopping you. It's that guilt. Guilt of success, guilt of failure. You gotta stop the guilt card. That's what the guilt card means. It is the literal definition of that card. So what I mean by that is, you know how the other day you were hard on yourself about what you weren't doing right? And I kept telling you need to stop doing that. That's what I'm talking about. That you can't keep building up these failures as failures. They're lessons. They're opportunities to improve. They're goals to beat. They're tasks to overget. They're reasons to get better at certain mechanics of life. Does that make sense to you? If that doesn't, please tell me all. I'll try to explain it in another way you can understand with fish or something. Your love, coffee. This is the guilt, the coffee. You're swimming in the coffee, around in this guilt, trying to get free of all of this good and bad guilt. Oh, I can't reach my goldfish. I can't reach my goldfish. It got soft and crumbly, and I don't know if I want that anymore. Exactly. You have to stop thinking in terms of winning and losing. You have to start doing what I tried to tell you before, a stalemate. You should be working towards stalemate for a while. What is stalemate? That's when both players are equally balanced in play, that they can't beat one another. They're at the same level so closely that they would go on forever, them fighting against one another. So we're at that, we need to get to that stalemate part where we understand what that means, and then we have to learn how to overcome that stalemate. That's what we're building. Right now you're here, under stalemate. You're in check. If you know what chess is, right? You know what chess is, right? So you're in check. That means you have to move your piece in order not to get captured, right? So you keep moving your piece around, but you're in a box where you, whatever place you move, you feel like you've been checkmated. That means they've already won the game, right? They've already won the game. You've already given up, and put your piece down on the table and say, I give up, you win. But instead, what I'm telling you to do is go, oh, look at the board now. I've got a king here. I've got this spot here. I have open spot here. I have open spot here. I can move here, 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 and here without getting captured. Maybe I need to move away a little bit in order to not get captured. Maybe I need to get behind this piece in order to be that success. But this means going back to my mechanics and relearning everything again and not giving myself a hard time and saying, go, wow, look at what I learned today. I picked that card up. Now I don't have that problem in my way anymore. Now I am the one who is checking, not the other way around. Okay, I got you. I think you get the idea. Exactly. Find someone you can learn with, a partner, a team, whatever way you want to do it. It's up to you, D. But I believe that learning with someone and learning from someone, but being on that same level with that person will not only challenge you as a player, but then you get to pick up some of what he gets to know how to do. You share information. You become each other's rival and friend at the same time. It's a competition. There's no hard feelings here. It's you and me going against gameplay. We're fighting against gameplay, not personal shit, okay? I'm not fighting against you because you stole my girlfriend, okay? We're fighting because it's a game that we both want to be on top of, okay? A girl is not a game. There you go, ASAP. Welcome on in. Allah. Thank you for being patient while I had to explain that to my friend here. He doesn't speak a lot of good English, so I had to find a way to describe it to him so you could understand what he's trying to say. But it is your turn, Lala. So, I'm going to do a cleansing shuffle for you. Throw me your numbers. If you haven't been here for a while, I need to be reminded how it works. Oh, never mind. She already got it. Alright, now here are your 10 and 18 shuffles. Just we want general reading today, or what are we doing here? Question, general, what? And this is going to be the last reading of the day, guys. This is my last official reading for this stream. Reminder that next week, starting on Friday to the 5th toward the 14th, I will be on vacation. I will not be here during those times. I will be working on my deck and recouping some much needed spoons I need to recoup. So I need a vacation from doing this. So I gotta go recoup. I want to get my deck down. I want to get all the words down so that it's ready for publication. As soon as we raise the money, I want to be able to say, let's go to the printers as soon as possible. So I just want you to understand what's going on the next week. So tomorrow will be our official last day of streaming for a whole week until the 14th, guys. And that will be on the Discord for you guys to know and stuff like that. We may have a big stream that Monday. I was going to have my 420 day tomorrow. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Tomorrow will be 420 unknown. So just so you know, that's what's going to happen tomorrow. That's when I smoke cannabis to enhance my gifts tenfold. Here are your 10 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. God card. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have a 2 God card message today, Lala. And then you had 18 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and the 18th card is now on top. put the rest of these away for now. And you have a 2 God card message on top of your normal reading today. So, what do you need to know for you today, Lala? So, generally what I'm feeling for you right now is that you have reached a stage of maturity in your life. A stage where you've reached a certain line in your life where now is the time for you to really consider how much you have grown, how much you have come forward, to kind of look back into the past without reliving the past. Look at it as a history lesson, not a war chronicle. We're not looking back as we've made it through this. This is how I became who I am today. We're accepting of the path that we've chosen. We know things aren't going exactly the way we want them to do, but we know that this is most of our own doing. We are more at home with ourselves now than we have ever been in our life. We're ready to take another next stage, but we have to be ready for the next big step. So it's kind of that pause before you go on to the next big thing, which is becoming the grand elder, where you have to stand the test of time and have to learn all of those lessons, and you become that big ass oak tree that has all those leaves and vines going everywhere. And I can't show you the card right now, but you know what? You understand what I'm saying. What you don't want to be doing there, Mrs. Lala, sorry, Lala, is the thing you've been doing, okay? Papa Bear's got to be a little bit of a mean bear here, okay? So, yes, I understand you've been hurt. Yes, I understand you've been stepped on. Yes, I understand life has not been easy for you. Yes, I understand that the world has not exactly been a kind, good person to you. Miss, thank you, miss. I always appreciate when you correct me with your pronouns, so thank you for that. So, how do I protect myself from harm I don't want? I'm going to build up my defenses so that this little things that I don't want to get into my life anymore won't get in here. Well, now I've got myself a big, nice igloo with no door. You're stuck in this ice block thingy, freezing your butt off, wondering why it's so cold in here, why no one ever wants to be around me, why no one ever wants me to be a part of their anythings and all of that stuff, right? You're not letting the defenses down enough for them to get in. How can they get in? If you don't drop those defenses down and stop putting up those blocks in your way, like your deepest worry or fear that, oh, this girl won't work out, or that boy won't work out, or whatever your preference is in life, I don't give a flying fuck, okay? It's what you decide you want, and you chip away at that barrier. You say, that's not going to stop me anymore. I'm not going to let this barrier stop me anymore. Chip away with that golden hammer you have in your hand. That hammer can be as big or small as you let it, because it's how you believe in yourself that gets you out of the mess you put yourself in. And you have to be just like the sun in the sky. You have to glaze down on that sun like the summer sun or the spring sun that starts to melt that ice down and away. What does that mean you have to do? Be more positive. Start believing in yourself. Start saying, I love me. Start saying, I'm the one who deserves better. I'm the one who deserves a good life. And I'm not going to take anything but a good life anymore. And if I get hurt along the way, well, you know what you're protecting yourself from? The love, the excitement, the wonder, the hope, all the good stuff you want to. You're blocking yourself from that crap as well. So you're not only blocking yourself from the bad crap, you're afraid of the good stuff that could possibly happen to you. That's a miserable place to live, let me tell you. Icing, loathing myself, yeah. But fear not, I believe in you, because you have that power. You have that power to crack that ice. You have that power to drive that sun so hot it melts away everything, because you walk in the sunshine, you breathe the sunshine. The sun has trouble keeping up with your flame. And hello, Kindred, nice to see you, my friend. All right, and also one of the things that you have to realize is that You have to start taking a different kind of journey. La la. I'm sorry, Kindred, we have closed down readings for today. I am ending stream after this reading. I apologize, but you'll have to come back tomorrow during my 420 stream, which starts at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Other than that, I will not be back until Monday the 15th. So, I'm sorry you got here a little bit late today. But, Lala, it's important for you to understand. This is the marathon, okay? This part right here has been the marathon that you've been running in life, right? And it feels like you're running forever. You're running out of energy. You're tired. You're sweating. You've got no more left in you. You've got no more power, no more strength left in that very soul of yours. It's like you're locked in a block of ice. Now, you've broken free of that ice, right? And now we are asking ourselves to stop walking the long, hard-fought journey and get into the goddamn mythical car we know we have within ourselves and start to drive down the road. That means you are no longer walking. You are driving. You have to be in the seat of the car with your hands on the wheel, paying attention to the speed and all the speeds along the way. You have to do it just like you're doing in driving. I'm driving down the road, and I have to be in control of this car. I have to look out for the dangers on the road. I have to look out for what kind of weather is ahead. I have to look for that sign that tells me this is the stop I need to get off. I need to look at the speed limit I need to be going right now. And I need to know when to obey that speed limit and put the pedal to the metal. But you get to take what you want along for the ride. So if you don't want this dumpster fire of a life to come along with you for the fucking ride, then don't let your dumpster stuck of a life go along for the ride. Leave it in the goddamn pile of junk that's on the side of the road that some poor fortunate soul will come in and collect. I'm sorry, Earthly, we are done with readings for today. You'll have to come back a different day. But you get the analogy here, okay? We're not going to take the long walk anymore. We're going to drive to that location. We're going to drive to that place. And the thing that they're trying to get you to see right now, Lala, and the reason you're going through all of this right now is because they're presenting you with your leap of faith. What does that mean? They're going to test you to see whether or not you are ready to take that leap and belief in self. It's like being in the army, being on the plane with the parachute, with people on your side who can come and protect you all the way down to the ground. You're doing a safe jump. It's part of your training, right? You're not going to be hurt this time when it is real life game time, when you are really risking it all and really going for it, and you really do fly off of that cliff, and this time you fly instead of fall. Maybe this time the parachute is bigger and you get to that ground a lot easier. You're not going to crash, you're not going to burn, you're not going to fail. If you don't try, that's the only true failure. Everything else is a test. Everything else is a lesson. Everything else is for you to decide whether you're ready to face that fear or not. And the thing you keep being afraid of is that moment. When you know you got to take that leap. And you either got to trust it or not do it. Because if you don't trust it, that parachute won't be there. Because if you don't trust it, those mattresses won't be there. Only that which you can trust in yourself will make you land safely. If you are the kind of person who can overcome your fears and overcome what's going on in your life, and you jump off that cliff with the full confidence that you are going to be okay when you land, you are going to land safely on the ground. So, pack a parachute. Hey, I've got a leap of faith coming up in the next few months. Well, there you go then. Now's the time to take that time to decide which way your mind is heading. Use the logical, use the emotional, use everything that's in you to get the great kind of landing that you want. Now, Lala, I have one more message for you. And this is called a God message. I think you've been here before when I've done this, but I'm not quite sure. So I always ask permission when I haven't seen someone around in a while. These can be the most intense cards I will ever give anybody. They are a direct message from your higher power. Never mind, you already know. Check, please. Check. Check, please. Check, please. Wow. I know you're probably bloody hell. Ha 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 ha. Guess what day it is today, lady? Guess what day it is today? I bet you can't guess what day it is today. Bloody hell is about right. So here's what I have to tell you about your God card message to you. This is my brother's card. Now, whether or not I want to tell you his story or not, just know that he got incarcerated for a crime he actually did commit. But in your case, you've committed your own crime. You sentenced yourself. You put yourself in jail, and you've been waiting for a parole day. It's parole day. And now you actually have to go live life again. But guess what you can't do anymore? You cannot. I cannot say this enough. You cannot ever go back into that cage ever again, the one you are putting yourself in right now. It's time to give yourself parole. It's time to forgive yourself and forget yourself for all the things you've ever done. It's time for you to say enough is enough with my own bullshit. It's time enough for me to stop being unreal with myself. I need to change. I need to grow. I am ready to. I need to pour out these emotions into this beautiful world. Maybe if I stopped locking all of this stuff inside of me and actually started dealing with it the right way, things would turn out in a different way, right? Well, I'm here to tell you my brother did a similar thing while he was still incarcerated. He took the time that he was given and he actually tried to correct himself. What he did was one of the most evil, unspeakable things I can ever say on stream, so I'm not saying it. But I think you know what I mean here, okay? I'm not proud of my brother for the action he took. I'm proud of my brother because he's damn darn assured never to ever do it again. Okay, so he's not going to put himself back in the same situation he was before. He's moving on with all new good patterns. He changed his life around from being one of negativity to positivity. And how did he do that? He let his emotions finally come out. He expressed more than just the happy memories or the sad memories. He got the angry out. He got the frustrated out. He told me to go fuck myself. It was my proudest moment as a brother. Okay? Because he finally took his power and gave himself parole day. And he said, I need to let out all of this stuff I've been holding back, right? I was not my brother's abuser. I was not my brother's anything. I was his best champion in life. But you know what? He had to find his own way. He had to come up for that fresh breath of air again. He got out of that place and he said to himself, I want to feel the rain on my face like I cry out all my feelings. I want a deep breath in my lungs so I can say today I breathe the fresh breath air once again. Freedom, freedom, freedom. I will always have that freedom. What I will not do to myself anymore is that. And he changed his life around for the better and became the Rainier brother that I know today. But until he was ready to let that old life go and die, and here's what I want you to do today, lady. Go find a box. Any box. I don't care what kind of box it is. Make one. Get your box. Open your box like this. Write on a sheet of paper all the things I don't want about who I am. Put them in the box. Close the box. Seal the box. And this is you. What you used to be. I hope you get what I'm telling you to do here. Okay? Fire, box, gone. You need to hold a funeral for that old self. You need to let that go. until you can let this shit go, this shit will never come. The thing you wanted the most will never come. Because you're too busy trying to fill this box, telling yourself I need to throw all of this away in order to get the happy. So it's time to let that old self die. Truly hold a funeral for it. Mourn the loss of that thing because it was important to you. But when you're done with that mourning period and you've come to acceptance, and I mean go through every stage of grief, then hold a 3-day memorial for that afterwards and let that soak into you before you start making a new fucking plan. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we are about to go start searching for our raid of the day. If anyone has suggestions, please make them now. Otherwise, I'm going to do my free will game time and start searching for people I want to say hi to. I'm taking that off. Profits off the clock. See, you get to see the crazy hair. Look at the crazy hair. Ha. See, I'm not bald. I just don't want to comb my hair. Hey, you're very welcome, Lala. I hope that really does help you in some way, shape, or form today. I'm not embarrassed about my hair or anything like that. I just like wearing them. It makes me feel spiritual. So I'm going to go look to see who we have out there for rating people today. If you would like to travel along with me. Oh, I know who we're going to go see. She is on her partner push, guys. If you've ever loved anything I've done today, go give her at least 5 minutes of your time. That's all I ask of you to do for what I have given you today. And if I have helped you in some way, shape, or form, go pay it forward. Go give somebody else that moment where they can say today is their best day ever by simply living and breathing the dreams you already have. You may be helping someone today. So don't forget that, guys. We're all in this together. Whether you want to realize it or not, we are. So, so she's playing a game. She is an indie game horror girl. She's having a cosplay stream today, and she's pushing for a partner. And she's one of the most positive, beautiful streamers I have ever met out there. Her name is Venora Darkwolf. And I'm trying to get the right shout out here, but it's not working. She's playing Star Valley or something like that. Copy. And as soon as I can get the right freaking person out here, I will show you there. Alright, and she's also doing on TikTok as well. So if you want to go show her some support on TikTok, that's where we're going to go for our raid today, guys. So if you guys are a subscriber and want to give me a little bit of love, there you go. If you are a non-subscriber, you can copy and paste that if you want to. Up to you if you want to copy and paste any of that, okay? We're going to go copy and paste the first one for me today. I think I'm going to go give her some unknown love. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to say hi to my friend. I'm going to go join the frog pond. Hey, all of you, all hail the frog queen. All hail the frog queen. We now go. We now go. We now go. Love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. 420 day tomorrow. We'll see you then.
Farming, mining, chopping wood. A city in the sea. Trains. Choose anything, it'll still be a horrible song. I'm not gonna do that. That's too mean. I'm sorry. Hi, Lizard. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Yoisu, I missed you. Brightline. Hi, Brightline. I like trains. Okay, trains it is. So you want... Wow, Toaster. The one and only Drixby. Hello. Oh my god, I know you. Fuck you too. What? Mr. Toaster, did something happen? Wait, what? Wait, what? Fuck you too. Wait, what happened? I'm so confused. Drippy, that's Drippy. Hi, Drippy. Hi, Ship. I love you, sweetie. Thanks for... Ship, do you like my wig? Because Tadpoles, Ship cross dresses, and his wigs are so amazing. I absolutely love them.